Are you nervous about buying or selling a home because you don't know the process? I understand it could be extremely confusing, especially if you're relocating from one state to another. Well, in this video here, I got you covered. Now, if you're new to me in this YouTube channel, we talk about everything you need to know about Raleigh, North Carolina, so make sure to subscribe and hit the bell so you don't miss out on anything. But also, if you're thinking about relocating, I am a licensed realtor here, so just reach out. But let's get into the 7 things I believe you should know when or even before moving to Raleigh, North Carolina. The very first thing I suggest that you do, and this may sound like a sales pitch, but it's not, it's just the reality of it, is to reach out to me, get in contact with me, whether that's texting me, calling me, or even email me, so that we could go ahead and set up a Zoom call so that we can get to know each other a little bit more and get finally introduced to each other, so we can put a face to the name kind of thing. And also so I can learn a little bit more about your criteria, what you're looking to do, and so we can create a game plan moving forward on how we're going to achieve that goal. Whether that's you trying to buy or sell. And I'm going to let you in on a little secret. I actually have partners all throughout the globe that can help you. So it doesn't matter where you are, there's somebody out there that would be more than happy to help. Yes, I do specialize in North Carolina, but of course having partners everywhere, I'm able to assist you or put you in touch with someone that can help. After getting in touch with me, you're going to want to get pre-approved. Now that may not apply to anyone, especially for those big ballers out there paying cash for everything. But yes, you're going to want to have one. Even if you already have one in hand, that is amazing. I always recommend, and this is coming from a personal experience, having multiple ones. And I'll share this little story with you guys. I had a client once reached out to me and of course had a pre-approval in hand. It was phenomenal, great. We go along the process of looking and searching for the home. Sure enough, we find a home, we get an offer accepted, and then a couple of weeks go by, and sure enough, what happens? The bank says, no, we can't give you this loan. So now we're scrambling to find another lender that pre-approves to go ahead and make sure that we can still get this house keep it under contract so that we can close. And this is why I say getting multiple is always good, and it gives you the ability to compare apples to apples to see who and where is the best terms for you and what it is that you're looking to do. On the other hand, because we talked a little bit more about the buying process, if you're thinking about selling and buying at the same time while preventing homelessness, how is it that you're going to go about doing both at the same time? Well, first off, if you're renting, you really don't have much to worry about because it's a smooth process, especially if you're getting ready to end the lease. All you got to do is get ready, get that lending in place to kind of move that needle forward. As far as sellers go looking to buy, you have options. There's cash loans, bridge loans, and you can always make a contingent offer. Either way, you have many options out there that you can go and look at to see how can you execute a buy and sell at the same time on your terms. So you see that number that is popping up right there. Make sure to give me a call, shoot me a text, email, and let's talk about which one may be best fitting for you and your scenario so that we can make sure that we are all preventing homelessness. At this point, you've gotten in touch with me, you got your pre-approval in hand, and as a seller, you now know what your options are to help you sell and buy at the same time. So now it's time to find you that perfect home. And this is when that Zoom call we had earlier becomes extremely helpful, because on that call in itself, you would have shared a little bit about your criteria, what it is you're looking for. We would even have boiled it down to a specific area so we know exactly where we need to look. I'll share a story with you guys so you guys can see how effective that process of that Zoom call is. Again, did all of that with the past client. Client found a home, excited, ready to make an offer on it, ready to see it. However, the client was not getting out here until a week later. And as you know, in real estate, anything at that point can happen. So I knew myself, just as excited as they are, I have to be nearly as excited as them. So I started to think, hey, how is it that I can be solution based to help them with their decision making? And of course, we offer video tours, virtual tours, in which we go through the house in itself and nitpick the entire place. I mean, sharing with you everything that I see here, what is going on in the neighborhood. I'll allow you to even see the neighborhood to give you that perspective of, all right, is this even the right fit for you? Because if you're able to identify if that's the right home for you, then that's when we're going to go ahead and make an offer to get ready to purchase it. And I will add this to this. I did talk about a big piece of the offer to purchase contract that we have here in North Carolina. It's one specific thing called due diligence that you must understand when you're purchasing real estate in North Carolina. So I'll go ahead and tag it above so you guys can go ahead and check it out, because I went in detail about it. Now, if you guys do have any questions or concerns or anything about the processes, the steps, or due diligence, in fact, that number that you see popping up right there, make sure to give me a call, shoot me a text, email, day or night, heck, maybe even on the weekends. Always remember one thing: I got your back in this market. Once your offer gets accepted, we officially got the hard part out the way, and now you're under contract on this home. This is when you're going to give yourself the opportunity to do your inspections, your due diligence, to make sure that this in fact is a home you want to move forward with. And this is also a time where you can arrange your movers, the pods. However, I will say if you're going to use the pods, this is a quick tip. Schedule them as early as you possibly can so that you know that you're on the calendar and there won't be any hiccups later. Now the easy part of this entire process has arrived. It's officially closing day and moving day, where we get to have fun, take pictures, go to the attorney's office, sign all those documents to make sure that we have all that in order, and we can make sure that you actually have the deed in your name. The home is now, you can call it yours. Now this is an attorney state, so we do have to wait for everything. And when I say this is North Carolina is an attorney state, so you do have to wait until the attorney does record in order to call possession, in order for you to move all your possessions into the home in itself. Since that wraps up the entire home buying process, I hope you guys were able to get a full understanding of exactly what goes on there. Because just as you know, just as much as I enjoy making these videos for you guys, I am a licensed realtor here in North Carolina. So that number that you do see popping up right there, if you're thinking about relocating here, just give me a call, shoot me a text, email, day or night, heck, maybe even on the weekends. Always remember one thing: I got your back in this market.